You know that long belt that snakes around the front of your engine? Well, it's called the serpentine belt, and it's driven by the engine as it turns. It powers your alternator, air conditioning compressor, and power steering pump. On some vehicles, it also runs the water pump, radiator fan, and power brakes. Sounds like a lot of important stuff, doesn't it? Well, if your serpentine belt were to break, your battery would die in a few miles. If it runs your water pump or your fan, your engine could overheat, and the steering and braking could become more difficult. So obviously, the best thing is to replace your serpentine belt before it breaks. Check your owner's manual for when it's recommended to replace your serpentine belt, or just ask your service advisor. He can inspect the belt to see if it's in trouble. You may have heard to look for cracks in your belt to see if it needs to be replaced. Of course, cracks are still a concern, but modern belt material doesn't crack as often as old belts did. What we look for these days is the thickness of the belt. We have a special little tool that measures the depth of the grooves in the belt to see if it needs replacing. A worn belt can slip or be misaligned, putting undue stress on the accessories it runs. Now you can imagine how important it is for the belt to be tight, so there's a tensioner pulley that puts pressure on the belt to keep it at the right tension. But the spring on the tensioner also wears out over time, so we recommend replacing the tensioner pulley at the same time as the serpentine belt. So replacing your serpentine belt on schedule or when an inspection warrants it will keep you from an unexpected breakdown.